We're back with Exclamation Point, a bonus conversation you'll only see here on CBS News New York. So we have some questions for you today,
Good.
Janno. First one, Michael has this question about spicing up his commute.
My biggest question might be trivial, but could we get some music? Maybe a little bachata, some salsa.
Okay, you want music on the subway?
You know what we want? I think, first of all, we have some great music. You know, the musicians who perform, and some of them are sponsored by the MTA, but a lot of them aren't. They're a really interesting variety. Obviously, you can wear your earbuds, but pretty soon you'll be able to connect to Spotify and everything.
On the subway?
On the subway, because we're putting in cell connectivity in the tunnels.
So people can listen to anything they want.
They can, and they'll also be having their domestic arguments on the phone, and we'll all be a little frustrated by that. But I think everybody knows in today's wired world, you should be able to continue your email or whatever you're doing.
That's actually a big development.
And it's something that's going to take a couple of years, but every time we go into a subway tunnel, we're going to wire it for cell service going forward.
Next question. Judy and others we spoke to wanted to know about the money.
Yeah.
Where are you spending our money? Show us the books.
Why do you give yourselves bonuses?
Why are fares being raised so much within the years? That's a good question to ask.
Okay.
So 80% of the money the MTA spends goes just to labor, to our workforce. It's the people who drive the buses, who operate the trains, who maintain the trains and buses, who do all the work. So that's really the principal cost that the MTA is faced with, is labor. And we all know that the cost of living has gone up. We work
Sure.
with our unions. We're also trying to make union contracts, and this is always part of the bargaining, to make us a more efficient organization in the work that we do. But it's about labor. That's where the money goes.
Last question. Another Michael wants to talk to you about the unique smell of the subway.
Clean the subways every day. I mean, it should be. Now, the fragrance was, I'll say, better than without being clean, but come up with a nice scent for New York. You should have a contest with all the perfume people, all the flower people, and make a fragrance that speaks to New Yorkers. It should be a citywide contest of what New York should smell like. And you could do it if it becomes successful, which I know it will be. Then you do aromas and fragrances for each neighborhood.
And there you have a fragrance contest for its subways.
Among the things that I didn't think I was in charge of was making New York smell better. I grew up here, so maybe I'm used to it. But I think that Michael definitely should sponsor a movement for New York's own fragrance. Look, we all walk into hotels and we smell the sandalwood or whatever it is that they do. I don't think you're going to get that in the subway. My goal is to have a cleaner subway, and we're actually hiring 800 cleaners right now to bring us back. We're not doing any more of the specific COVID-related cleaning because we've all learned about transmittal, but we are going to make an attempt to make the stations cleaner with a lot more people. That's my priority. Picking
up the trash as well as...
Amen. I mean, this is a challenge. It's a challenge, and it's not, you know, most New Yorkers are pretty good about canning their trash and recycling and all that, but obviously we're as the deputy mayors say, we're dealing with sometimes a population of folks who need a little help, and that is a source of some of the problems. But the bottom line is we got to keep the subways clean. It's a public space. It's sacred space. We need it to feel like a welcoming and appropriate space.
Janno Lieber, thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining me as well.